Hi everyone, welcome to Seoul Tarot. Today we are looking at the side of you that shows up no matter what. So it might be something you don't really like about yourself or something people sense without saying. We'll also see why this part exists and how it's helping your life actually. We have 4 different groups today. As usual, we have group 1 with this pink agate, group 2 with this blue lace agate, group 3 with this fluorite, group 4 with this rose quartz heart. So the timestamps are in the description box below as well as the comment section, and I will see you in your reading. Hi group 1, if you choose this pink agate, this is your reading. So what is the side of you you don't really want to admit? You are really rational, logical, and genuinely wise people. So it's not like you strongly feel, I really want to hide something about myself, but every now and then you've got a very clear line of your own. You've got this strong boundary where if something means sacrificing yourself for someone, or if a relationship doesn't really benefit you, or even if you think it's starting to wear you down, even just a little bit, you will cut that off properly. You've got your own firm standard that you won't let anyone cross. So because of that, you are probably doing pretty well socially right now, or you are really on a roll, and in your career, studies or work, you are going strong, you are doing well, and you are managing things well. But sometimes to protect your position or to get something for yourself or to hold your ground or reach a goal, once in a while you might, without even realizing it, treat someone a bit strategically, or you might, without meaning to, use someone. And honestly, this isn't your whole nature. It's not like you always do this. There are people who think too much about others, worry too much about what everyone thinks, don't even secure their own share, and can't accept kindness even when someone offers it. But compared to that, you are the type who can accept other people's kindness in a pretty healthy way. And you can use other people's strengths for your own benefit when you need to. So yeah, you can be seen as really smart and wise. And when you occasionally need someone, when you need help, even if it's a bit of a stretch for them from their side, it doesn't feel like you get hit with huge guilt for asking. So rather than hiding this, even when you do use someone a little or deal with things a bit strategically, you might not think it's that bad yourself. So it's actually hard to call this a bad thing, you know, because you've got a healthy line of your own, and you are a person who works hard to reach your goals, and you've got clear goals. You are really smart. So in a way, you do need this side of you. So you don't really feel guilty, but sometimes without even meaning to, there could be a moment in life where you lean too much on someone else's help. You end up kind of exploiting them without realizing it. That probably wasn't your intention, but without noticing, with certain people maybe, and this could be family like your parents or your partner, you might have had moments where you've expected kindness or sacrifice from them. So because of that, it doesn't really feel like this is something especially bad about you, because everyone goes through this kind of thing at least once. But still, when that side of you shows, there is this part of you that doesn't want the other person to fully realize just how much they are sacrificing for you, or just how much they are giving you. Like, oh, this person is being kind to me, so I want them to keep being kind. And you might have this side where you think, I will use this person as much as I can, just a bit, testing them a little and using what you can up to the limit you are allowed. But because you are really smart and wise, you also seem to do it while still keeping a line, you know. So For group 1, it's not like you really want to hide this necessarily. It's more like a tendency that shows up sometimes, using people when you need to, and in your own mind, you don't really see it as a serious problem, honestly. What do people feel about you instinctively then? Other people also think your clear boundaries, the way you take care of your own share, and how smart you are. They see all of that as really impressive. From their perspective, there isn't much to criticize, and you've got a human side too. You do look after the people you like. So from the outside, you look almost like a perfect person to others. But you really don't tolerate whiny people, and if someone crosses the line, you will draw a hard boundary and just stop reacting. And when someone does something truly foolish or makes a mistake, you don't really show much mercy. It's not like you punish them or exploit them. You just create distance, or you don't respond at all. You just quietly watch until they fix their own behavior. Rather than stepping in to change them, you just observe. That could have felt pretty frustrating to some people. For a few people, or when you've had conflict or awkward tension in a relationship from their side, it might have felt hard because you don't reach out first, and you are not the type to give kindness while sacrificing yourself. So most people do see you as brilliant, smart, and impressive, but a small number of twisted people or people with some insecurity might think, oh, that person really takes care of their own share, kind of folks-like, but those people are the minority. Most people see you as genuinely smart and wise. That's why they see you as someone who's on the rise, someone who knows how to survive society cleverly, someone who secures their place well, and someone who's gonna keep doing well. And you really do know how to use people's kindness appropriately and how to use people's strengths. I mean, I know the phrase using people can sound bad intentions, but within the line you allow, you also do show kindness to others. So from the perspective, the people who are happy to help you and show you kindness, they can feel that you do repay them in your own way, and that you accept kindness and use it within a fair line. So they don't really see it as a flaw. They think you are smart, and some even think, I want to be like that. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you really survive socially. That's how you live properly, because you are someone who's genuinely trying to live right. To others, you look like you don't really have anything to nitpick, So even when you prioritize your goals first and don't overthink other people's feelings too deeply in the moment, it's not like people notice it sharply and suddenly hate you for it. You can basically see it that way. So how is this part of you actually helping your life? So the way you use other people's strengths or kindness appropriately for your own benefit is actually a really wise thing to do. Because a lot of people, when someone shows them kindness or when they borrow or lean on someone else's resources, even if it's not money, even if it's emotional support, they end up feeling a lot of guilt and unnecessarily worrying about what that person thinks. But you are already doing really well with this. When someone shows you kindness, you become really pure in that moment. Like, they are being kind to me with a genuinely pure intention, and maybe I do deserve to receive this, so I can accept it. And if I need to, I can use their strengths too. So you tend to take it in with the kind of pure mindset, not with bad intentions, And in life, there are so many times when you need help, even when you are smart and wise. When you feel confused about something, or when you are in an area you don't fully know, you really do need other people's help or advice. And you can see that clearly as something that helps you move forward. Not everyone lives for others, You seem like someone who really lives for yourself and your own life is really important to you. A lot of you might not be that focused on marriage or kids, or even if you do have family, your own life still feels like a major priority for you. You know, that way of living really suits you. And because you've already been doing this well, you probably know it too. This side of you, being able to accept and use other people's kindness well, has genuinely helped you. And if you felt that, then don't doubt it. Just keep doing this way, because as long as you keep that pure heart and good intention, people who genuinely want to help you, people who want to give it to you, will show up again when you need help, or when you hit a challenge, when you are facing something you don't fully understand. So that part of you, you know, being able to accept kindness without unnecessarily guilt, and use it well, is going to keep helping you in life, and it will keep helping you reach your goals. So yeah, that's everything I have for you, group number 1. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. And I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. And I've got a TikTok page, so there are a few different kinds of really short reading. If you like my kind of reading, my style of reading, you will really enjoy them. And thanks again for watching, and I will see you in your next video. Bye. Hi group 2, if you chose this blue lace agate, this is your reading. So what is the side of you that you don't want to admit, really? You seem really sensitive and you get hurt easily. It's like you've gone through life feeling there are too many nasty people out there. There are too many people who don't think about other people's feelings, that kind of vibe. Your heart is really soft and genuinely pure. And honestly, that's because you are such a pure person. You've got this like ideal world in your head, a world where no one says things that cross the line, no one snaps at others, no one's aggressive, everyone's gentle, everyone tries to speak in a way that doesn't grate on anyone. And people naturally care about others and think about other people's feelings. That kind of attitude feels like the obvious default in the ideal world you imagine. You really can't tolerate people who act rude while pretending they are just being honest. Deep down, you genuinely dislike those people, and you want to avoid them, because even when you have to be blunt or say something uncomfortable, you are the type who can express it with real consideration and in a genuinely soft way. That is honestly one of your great qualities. There will be loads of times where you actually feel more comfortable around kids or animals than around others. And because you are such a pure person, you might have trusted people a bit naively and got hurt, or you might have experienced people who stabbed you in the back a few times. So for a while, some of you might have hidden your true nature and tried to act tough, or worn a mask, like you weren't emotional, like you weren't soft-hearted, like you weren't hard, just to protect your heart. But in the end, that probably felt really hard for you, because your real nature is very gentle one, and you are really sensitive, like seriously sensitive. Some of you might be extremely strict about hygiene. You might really hate anything that looks messy or dirty or unhygienic. You might really dislike people touching you, and there are just so many things that can get under your skin. You really don't want to show this sensitivity or this easily hurt, soft heart. So you probably tried really hard to manage that sensitivity, to toughen up a bit, but you know, it doesn't really work because you are already very sensitive and your standards are genuinely high. You are really moral and upright, so you can't help being sensitive. So especially if you are working in a company or living in an environment where you are around a lot of people, your sensitivity can start to feel uncomfortable for you. So to hide it, to get along with others, and to avoid looking weak, you probably put in a lot of effort. You really hate looking weak too. Your heart is soft, but you've got pride still, you know. So even if you are soft-hearted, you still don't want to show a weak side. So that side of you, soft-hearted, easily hurt, emotional, sensitive, you really want to keep it hidden. So what do people feel about you instinctively? But it looks like you actually do hide that soft, delicate, super like sensitive side pretty well, because to other people you can look really strong, brave, and kind of bold. And with the people you truly open your heart to, the people you feel safe with and can show your real self to, you give a lot of affection. You treat them really well and you express your feelings a lot. So from the outside, people might think that you've got two sides that coexist. Especially when people first meet you, you might look like the version of you that you want to show, you know, strong, quite bold, and like you don't sweat the small stuff. So to people you've just met, people who don't really know you, or people you are still keeping that mask on for, you can come across as really strong, smart, and very rational even. But once time passes and you give someone your heart, and you know, even just once, they will know straight away how sensitive you are, how easily you get hurt, how soft and emotional you are, and how generous you are with the people you love. And people really like that about you, your sensitivity. But you know, you are not the type to bump that sensitivity onto others or make it uncomfortable for them. Your consideration for others is so deep. So the people who truly know you and genuinely like you, they really love this soft and pure side of you. And even among people you meet for the first time, someone with strong intuition who can really read people might notice this side of you, but it won't come across as a flaw. Quite a few people will find it really lovable, you know, this part of you. So how is this part of you actually helping your life? So you've got one more oracle card than others. So honestly, your sensitivity and your cleanness are part of your belief system. So some of you might think you are emotional and easily swayed by other people's words. So you might feel like you are weak, but there is a really strong side inside you. And that strength comes from the strong belief that grow out of your sensitivity. And you've got strong passion too. The more emotional you are, the stronger your passion can be. So by now, some of you have already built decent social skills, learned how to protect your emotions, and worked out how to guard your heart. And even if you haven't yet, you can absolutely become more rational than you are now. You can get better at securing your own share, and even if you hear the same words, you can build enough inner toughness that you won't be as hurt as you used to be. This is something you can definitely build through practice. So you can absolutely become someone whose pure side and strong side can coexist together. And there have been moments where you felt worn out because of this sensitivity and emotional depth. Getting hurt too often and struggling socially might have made this repeating pattern feel really exhausting, but that process could have been the path that's turning you into someone stronger, someone who can focus on what really matters. Your sensitivity and emotional depth are actually seeds of your passion, and they can turn into the power that helps you move towards your real goals and live the life you want. And one of the things you fear might be that people will look down on you, but honestly, there probably aren't as many people who treat you carelessly as you think. Because you've gone through all those processes up to now from other people's perspective. You might already look like someone who has clear duality, but also definite strengths. Someone who isn't easy to mess with. So your sensitivity, purity, your emotional depths are genuinely becoming your passion, and you are already helping you. I mean, they are already helping you a lot in achieving your goals and living the life you want. So that's everything I have for you, group number 2. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. And please check out my TikTok page. There are a few different kinds of really short reading. If you like my style of reading, you will really enjoy them because they are short and sweet. So yeah, you wouldn't need to spend too much of your time unless you really like watching all of them. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi group 3, if you chose this fluorite, this is your reading. So what is the side of you you don't want to really admit? You are really smart, your mind is super sharp, and you've got this different kind of insight, and your judgment is genuinely fast. You know what needs to be done, and your ability in every area, you've got loads of it. You've got talent as well, but the part you kind of want to hide is that you feel a lot of frustration towards people, especially because there probably aren't that many people who are as smart as you. I mean, you've got a different kind of strengths. You can see what other people can't see. When there is a problem, to you it just looks obvious that the problem can be solved and what you should do. But for most people, keeping up with your speed and the way your brain works is really hard. And from your point of view, that's so frustrating. So you feel a lot of frustration towards people, and you also know very well that you are smart and you know your abilities. So sometimes without meaning to and without intending it, you might end up kind of looking down on other people a little bit. You feel that frustration and you look down on them, and with people close to you, you will probably rush them a lot. You might push them, or without realizing it, you might say things to close people that can hurt them. You will already know all of that really well, but honestly, in social life, ability matters. But relationships are really important too, and your reputation and all that matters too. So you want to hide that side where you get a bit impatient with others, that side where you don't really have much patience. You know, you are really not that patient. You want to keep that hidden. It's not like you think that your great abilities or qualities or that feeling of frustration itself is a really bad trait. But now, to survive in social life, you need to build patience, and you can't just show people you are frustrated. So that's why it feels like you want to hide it. You've got like huge potential also. You are someone who's gonna become big, and you are probably already hiding it really well. I reckon you are hiding that frustration really well already, because you are just so busy, and honestly, you don't even have time. You don't even have the space to express that frustration or show complaints, because you are doing other things. Because your head is really busy, you are a bit impatient. You want to solve things quickly and you want to do more. So you might want to hide that side of yourself, but it's not like you are in this situation where you have to try insanely hard to hide it, because you are just so busy and you are focusing on so much on other things, you know. So how do other people feel about you instinctively? But other people can notice this side of you too, even if you try to hide it. It can't not show, because you are someone who looks straight ahead when it comes to goals, and when you are moving things forward, especially when you are pushing work or trying to achieve something, when other people can't keep up well, or when other people get emotional, you don't really get it. So in those moments, you can turn cold really fast rather than trying to understand and pull them along. Even if it's just for a moment, you can be really cold. It's not so much that you refuse to think from their perspective, but more like you are the type who first tries to steer the situation the way you want it to go, before thinking about other people. So there are actually quite a few people who think, oh, that person is really cold, they are hard to approach, but you are so capable and your work always goes well and what you do looks really solid, and there are things about you that pull people in. You've got different abilities and luck as well, and something else too. So other people still want to come close to you. They feel like if they are around you, things will go better. And you are clearly someone who helps. You are someone who makes things run and makes situations better. So they do recognize your ability. So even if they get hurt or they don't understand that side of you that can feel a bit inhumanly cold and they don't really like it, there are still people who pretend they are fine with it and try to stay with you till the end. They might have complaints about you and wish you were more generous, wish you thought about them more, but even so, being with you gives them benefits, and your abilities are so good. Socially, being with you gives people something to gain, getting your help, or the fact that what you do is good and you are so smart. So honestly, there are lots of people who want to be near someone smart and successful, right? Because if you are next to someone as smart as and wise as you, you are bound to be influenced in a good way, because people want to be like you or learn from you, even if they don't personally love you that much, or even if they don't agree with every opinion of yours. There are definitely people who hide that side of them and still stick with you. But what's fortunate for you is that you are that smart and you've got strong intuition. So you don't not know. You already know who's being fake with you, who's following you, even though they don't really like you on a human level. But anyway, those people still gather around you, and there's this vibe that people can't really treat you carelessly. You can be cold, but because people can still gain something from you, even if you sometimes feel cold and a bit annoying, there are definitely people who want to learn from that side of you. So there will be people who stays attached to you till the end. So your side that gets frustrated, your lack of patience, most people know it, even if you are hiding it, because you are just so goal oriented. So how is this part of you actually helping your life? I mean, you've probably felt so many times that you get frustrated with people, that you don't really match with them, that you don't connect well. Honestly, what's more important to you than being recognized, being loved, or being someone people feel comfortable with is achieving your goals and doing what needs to be done right now. And honestly, emotional comfort or appealing to emotions doesn't really work on you. When you are having a tough time, or if you are tired, or if you run into a problem, if someone just comforts you emotionally, says the same like obvious comforting lines, but doesn't give you a real practical solution, you won't be moved at all. You might even think, why would you say that? Why say such obvious lines? Like, you genuinely won't get it. But this cool-headedness and in a way not fully understanding people, that frustration, that's actually because you are meant to achieve something big. You've got big goals, and you achieving your goals and doing what you are here to do, even without giving those small emotional comforts or comfort words, in the end becomes something that helps a lot of people. You've got big goals, working with passion, living your life properly, finishing what you set out to do, especially in work and career, completing your missions in your job and your path. that actually helps far more people than you think. Of course, in the process, there might be people who struggle. There might be people who get hurt in the process, but you do it the way because you've got passion for what you are doing. You are someone who can put the emotional stuff aside and go straight ahead for big goal. You know, that kind of person isn't common. So that cool-headedness, the way you don't always understand other people because you are so distinctive, it can stand out even more. And you don't do things just to be understood by someone. That's a huge strength of yours, because you know so well that doing your work properly and securing your share without harming others will eventually be helpful to people. There are definitely people who understand that. There are special people like that, people with ability like you, people with more insight. They can see your goals. So even though you're like cool-headed and you do get frustrated, you are still the type who takes really good care of your own people. So these traits are helping you a lot in achieving your goals and living the life you want, because you are so capable. You are already doing the level of effort you need to do for social life too. So this cool-headedness, goal-oriented side of you is a trait you need for your goal. And beyond that, you know, not for small minor help, but to give a bigger and clearer kind of help to many people. Yeah, that's everything I have for you, group number 3. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. Please check out my TikTok page if you like my style of reading. There are a few kind of really short reading. They are short and sweet, so you will really enjoy them. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi group 4, if you chose this rose quartz heart, this is your reading. So what is the side of you don't really know to meet? Overall, you've got so many really lovable sides to you. You are genuinely charming. You've got loads of qualities people like, and you've got that different kind of appeal. Your personality really stands out, and you've got your own something, a vibe that's properly unique. Most of you are really cute. A lot of you will see you as really cute, and when you speak, you've got this way of making people focus, like you are really fun to listen to, or the way you talk is just so adorable. You've got that kind of lovable energy, but at the same time, you are such an attention seeker. In a way, you really love being noticed, and your self-love is pretty strong, and you love talking about you more than listening to other people. In your world, you are the main character. You are really important and you love yourself, but you've also got that side that craves affection. You can get pretty attached to the person you like. You are really sensitive to their reactions, and you want them to accept all of you. You want the people you like to show you affection and be generous with you. And I reckon you might have actually received a lot of love up until now. So you might see that as natural, and that could be why your self-love is strong. If someone you like or someone around you doesn't act the way you expect, or they don't listen to you as much as you want, or they disappoint you even just a little bit, you can completely crumble. You react really strongly to their response. You feel really hurt in your pride, and if you get rejected even slightly, or if people don't respond to you much, your pride gets really wounded and you feel embarrassed. You love attention, but you're also really sensitive to other people's reactions, and you know the experiences you've had in life, right? Every single one of them means so much to you. Even if it's a normal experience other people would have had too, for you it hits really big. It feels really special, like you've done something amazing, like you've endured something incredible. That's how it can feel to you. You feel things big and take them in big because your sensitivity is so strong. So you want people to listen to those stories, and you've got an image you like to embody, right? And you want other people to accept that exactly as it is. But what's also charming about you is that you actually acknowledge all of this. Rather than trying to hide it, you might even tell people, oh, I'm an attention seeker, or say openly, listen to me, like that. You tend to express it in a lovable way, but sometimes it goes to the extreme, like your emotional ups and downs feel really intense, or you ask too much of other people. When that happens, even if you like can feel, oh yes, this isn't it, and there are a few people you don't want to show this side of you, so in those moments you want to hide it. But anyway, most of the time you don't really hide this cute, needy, lovable side of you. You can even openly demand attention, and you are pretty honest about it. You love talking about yourself, and you don't really listen to other people that well, but you are really honest, and that's also your charm and what makes you really attractive. So what do people feel about you instinctively? The way people see you isn't that different from what you think. People are basically seeing you exactly the way you think they are seeing you. But honestly, about that attention seeker side, the you-centered side, your emotional swings, the cute, needy side, the side that asks for love, people don't really have a strong opinion on it, because it looks like you only do that with people who will actually accept it. So they are not really judging your attention seeking that harshly. And surprisingly, what people feel more strongly is that you seem really stubborn. People definitely think you are self-centered. You are like really self-centered and stubborn, and you've got your own world. They see you as a really unique person, and yeah, you don't really listen to other people that well. You focus on your story. You look like someone who sees yourself as important, really important even to others, and you know exactly who can get comfortable with and who you can, right? You are comfortable showing affection and asking for attention with people who can handle it, and with people who probably wouldn't, you control it really clearly. So some people don't see that as a big issue, but some people do feel like, oh, they are really self-centered. They talk about themselves a lot and they don't really listen. Some people might not understand that self-centered, self-focused ways of yours, but there aren't many people who truly hate you for it. The ones who think you don't match them properly have already created distance anyway, so they won't really try to get close to you. So just like you think, just like that shows on the surface, just like how people react to you, that's exactly how they feel. Self-centered, doesn't really listen, but confident, really unique, with a strong personal world. So yeah, very attractive to other people too. So how is this part of you actually helping your life? So as much as you see your life, your story, and you as something special, you are actually building something truly special. The special thing you want, you really do have that specialness in you, different from others. You've got every reason to value yourself that much. You've had quite a few hardships in life. You are lovable and you like attention, but it's not like your life has been smooth in every way. It wasn't perfect, and you've been hurt a lot. You've been fallen apart a lot. There were so many times when things were hard, when you couldn't really see the road ahead, but you didn't lose that loveliness, the passion you have, the passion towards people, or your passion for what you love. That's what has carried you this far. So this side of you really continuing to create a special story. Even if you face difficulties in the future, you will be able to use that specialness as experience and get through it really well. You've got that toughness inside you. You know, you probably recognize that, which is why you see your own story as special, because you've got a genuinely special kind of strength and patience and resilience. You've got endless resilience. You know, like that's why you value yourself, that specialness of yours, you know. Yeah, so that's why you don't really burn out, even if when things are hard. And you've got this energy that doesn't easily run out. Even in difficult situations, you've got an energy that doesn't lose hope. You've got the strength and drive to change your situations. And there are people who find it fun watching you turn even the same experiences into special, impressive stories. Even if it's the same story, when you tell it, it feels more fun and more special. There are definitely people who really love that side of you and just get you. I mean, sure, calm and steady people are attractive too, but people who are colorful and full of layers like you are fun in their own way. So in that sense, yeah, you really are the kind of special person you think you are. Even if not everyone accepts your specialness well, and not everyone shows you affection, because of this specialness, the people who fall for you, show interest and want to hear your stories will stay by your side with real affection and loyalty right to the end. So yeah, that's everything I have for you, group number 4. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. I've got a TikTok page, so please check out my TikTok page, because I've got a few different kinds of really short reading. If you like my style of reading, you will enjoy them because they are short and sweet. So yeah, thanks for watching again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. So what is the side of you you don't really want to admit? What is the side of you you don't want to admit? The thing that you want to hide from people about you. Three. Do I want this card? Because I can already tell. Yeah, I know what it is. I don't know, do I want this or not? Yeah. No, I don't want it. Well, let's see. Okay. All right. So, what do people feel about you instinctively? What do people feel about you instinctively, group 1? That's very interesting. And lastly, how is this path actually helping you? So how is this part of you actually helping your life rather than hindering you? Okay. How is this helping you? Okay, 2 came out, so I will just keep that.